guys, I hope you're having a really good day. This is a Saturday and so far so good, I guess. So anyway, I hope your day has been uneventful, and I have been asked to do a tutorial on some of my coloring. I'm not a professional. I've watched a lot of videos and I do not have Copics. I do have some Ohuhu. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, or the more popular markers that are less expensive and comparable to Copics. And then I have some other alcohol markers that I am using. I don't have a full spectrum, a lot of them, so I use what I have, and that's pretty much what anyone can do right now. So let me get my markers out. We're going to do some stamping first here, so if you want to do a little bit of stamping along with me, and by all means, there are more talented crafters out there that have some really great stamping tutorials. You know, or maybe you don't because you're new. Oh, let me move that ring up a tad. There we go. Sorry about that. So, of course, as far as inking goes, mixed media, you have Tim Holtz, you have Diane Reeves, forgive me if I mispronounce, Gina K, you have Jennifer McGuire, and there is Simon, and he is on YouTube, and wow, I just went blank. So please forgive me there as well. So, and then you have Tiffany McGill. She has a really great stamping technique tutorial. She is a Stampin' Up demonstrator. So watched her videos, I've watched everyone's videos, and this is kind of a combination, or what works for me. I do have a drier climate. A lot of stuff that I use dries up, pretty quickly, so I have gone out and I have bought refills. This is my permanent black ink, the Rangers Archival ink, and I really like the kind of a combination of rubbing, let me hold this here, rubbing and patting. You don't really want to over glue, oh my goodness, over ink so that it's, spilling over on the edges. You don't want anything that's going to get on the outside. So okay, you don't want anything that's going to smudge, or and of course this is a device a MISTI that you can use for stamping. Tim Holtz has one, so they are really great, because if you have a dry ink pad, then you may have to go over it again, and this takes away all doubt of if you're lining up your stamps properly. And so Gina K had shown a really cool kind of a rubbing thing that you can use with these. So let's see how we did. Okay, it's a little bit light, probably because I need to re-ink my ink pad, but once you re-ink it, you gotta let it sit for a bit. So anyway, so that gives you a good example of what happens when you have a drier ink pad. So it's nice to buy the refills of the inks that you use the most. Get that on there, and it doesn't bother me with a stamping device, because you have the opportunity to redo it again, and no doubts it's gonna go right where you put them before. See? And there you go. These are the Yijuan, or Yijuan. I probably shouldn't even try to pronounce it. since I will just butcher it. But I have been asked to work with some stamps from this company, and she's a sweetheart. I like her, so please check out her here on YouTube and Instagram, and then of course on her Instagram there is a link to the store. And she sent me these, and I have had so much fun playing with other stamps that she sent me, and now it is fall and it's back to Halloween crafting, so I'm going to use these. Okay, so now that you have your images stamped and you're happy with them, get out whatever you're going to use for coloring, whether it's colored pencils, watercolor, alcohol marker. There's so many things out there to use. You can even use your stamping inks and make a watercolor with them. Oh, please check out just go have fun and check out some other YouTubers videos and get some inspiration. So I'm going to pause here, get my markers out that I want to use, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have the Dugato markers, very inexpensive, but they work really great. What happens with the alcohol markers and the blending, and what you'll see especially with Copic videos and tutorials, is that these blender markers are the trick. There are many different ones that are in the same family, okay? And so I stick within the colors, all right? And so I am gonna go from my, greens to blues. Some of these are kind of blue and purple blenders, so I will put them there. And then I have these here, which are, you know, they're warm, they're not quite red. There is a pink aspect to them. And for me, Pasteloween, I think it works great for pumpkin or leaves. It blends very well. I do want to use purple. And then I want to go into pink. I do not have this is it for my purple marker with the Dugato, okay? And then there's this wine color, all right? So you can see shades of happy start happening, okay? And then you move into your pinks. This is kind of a neutral, all right? You can actually put it over here. It works with both. It helps blend. Oops. Okay, and you're gonna work your way down, and then you are going to settle with blending with these. Where you want it highlighted, you want to blend these, and it's like watercoloring if you've done watercoloring, okay? So I'm going to get my stamped images, and let's do a little bit of coloring and see if I can pull this tutorial off. Okay, so you can use watercolor paper, but you want a really good thick cardstock. You will see it on the back, but it's, you know, it's gonna happen. It's normal, okay? So let me see how I can do this best. All right, so you can see I have stamped the candle. I have stamped kind of a shooting star, you know, a feather, the girl sitting on the pumpkin, the witchy girl, and the little spider. And then we can make a card with these. I will use the dies, and we can cut those out together. Hopefully this video won't be too long, or I can break it up into parts. Okay, so let's start with the cute little spider. Let's zoom in for you. I hope that wasn't too quick. All right, so, you know, spiders are usually black, but I like the purple, okay? And so where you think shadowing would be, or it should be a little darker, that's where you want to put your darker color. The whole trick is to use the least amount of markers as possible. Okay, and so you've done your, and you could really, I think I'm happy with that. And so I'm going to leave it as is. Now we can move on to the pumpkin girl. I'll move my markers and get it set up. Okay, I'm going to go with a little bit more of a traditional color. Am I too close for you guys? Let me know in the description box down below if after this tutorial you thought, you should have panned out a little bit. But I'm going to turn it sideways so that I'm not getting my hand in the way, and I hope that works. So at the bottom is going to be darker, right? And I've seen some videos that they go all around, but if there's possibly light on that side, I don't know if I necessarily want to do that, but there should be a little shadowing, really, kind of like so. All right, and say, whoops, and say the light is coming from here, or she's sitting in front and the sun's going down. That's kind of my take on it. Is that weird? So she's sitting on it, so it's probably going to be shadowed there. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with a little bit lighter shade. All right, and we're going to start building up. And go right into it because we're going to be blending, okay? I'm going to go around her feet. Okay. Whoops. And now I'm going to go into a lighter color. Oh, I should show you the numbers, shouldn't I? This is a 3. But I guess it doesn't matter because really, you just kind of have to get them out and play with them. And they give you a little coloring chart to work with. Okay. And you just have to play and get a feel of what you think the pumpkin should look like. Okay. And then I finish off with the 0 or the final blender. And then that kind of almost gives it a distressed thing happening, okay? That's what I call it, and so I kind of enjoy that, to be honest. And you just blend that in. Okay, and this one is definitely an exaggerated version because, I'm just going on a fly here. I think it looks kind of cool, and then when you get them all cut out, something very enjoyable happens. See, so it kind of works like a watercolor setup. I think it's really cool. So to me, I'm just going to go with that because it's a tutorial, but you get the gist of it, okay? And you can do any color you want. And of course, because I'm on camera, I'm going to bleed through and do that. So what I'm going to do is give her, whoops, wrong side. Let's give her some cute little pink tights. Oh, and then there's her shoes. I'm going to come in. Let's just do some dark purple shoes. Okay. And then let's go in with a purple dress. And let's get that. Whoops. Wow, I was totally out of screen. Sorry, guys. And then if you don't have any flesh color, you can use a kind of a powder pink, something like that. I don't even pay attention, you guys, to the names. I mean, I pay attention to the names, not the numbers, sorry. Okay, and her arms. Okay. And you can add a very light color pink if you want her to have a little bit of color in her cheeks. And then get your blender and kind of blend that in. Okay. And keep that there. Okay, so now let's do her hair. What color hair should she have? How about a blue? This is a blue blender. Okay, see? So for some reason, you know, that way you're not coloring everything else up, but I want her to have some kind of aqua blue hair. And there should be highlights, you know, because, you know, everybody's hair is shades of. So this one was really easy because you only needed 2 colors, to be honest. The hair doesn't need to be overcolored. So you can just go in and blend it in and have some fun with that. And you're gonna go out of the lines, you know. Everybody does, even the professionals. And how about her hat? And always have a spare piece to mark on, just in case you grabbed the wrong color, okay? And underneath can be darker because it's shaded. Whoops, sorry. And then you can come in with, oh, I always grab the fat side. Okay, and trim. Okay. And now let's go to a lighter blue. And you can see the stars. Okay. And of course you could do them before or go back after. And I just kind of tap the ink into it because I don't want to go out the lines, so it works out for me. Just kind of tap. Okay, and there you have it. So should I do another one? You know, I might just stop here because it will be an extra long video. Okay, so thanks for watching this part or staying in, hanging in with me as we've gotten this far. You know, it's going to be a long one. So I'm thinking I will do another part, finish coloring up these, and come back with another video and finish up. So I will see you in the next video. Bye guys, this is Denise Abate Smith, Treasures of a Crafty Mind. Thank you for watching. See you in the next. Bye.
Feels like love, Cupid made a shot straight into my heart. Now I'm falling fast and my world's expanding. Feels like love, even though we're kinda nervous. Together we'll be strong. I don't know for sure, all I know. Didn't know what hit me when we started. I was shaking electric, trying to stay calm and collected. On that summer afternoon, you were shining like a gem in the sunlight. We were out until midnight, yeah. You said, do you wanna go out sometime? I said, girl, you read my mind. Oh, yeah. Then came the rush of butterflies, trembling and building up from deep inside. Feels like love, Cupid made a shot straight into my heart. Now I'm falling fast and my world's expanding. Feels like love, even though we're kinda nervous. Together we'll be strong. I don't know for sure.